Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel, where today we're going to look at another Yu-Gi-Oh deck. We are looking at the Floowandereeze post-2024 April ban list. It hasn't changed much about this deck at all, it's pretty much the same. But I thought I'd give my take on it because I like the deck, it's fairly fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. So on the screen here, we have my current Floowandereeze list. I'm going to go through it with you, make sure you understand why I've got everything in there, why everything's the way it is. First of all, you obviously 3 Rabina, 3 Eaglin. You need those because of the consistency. You get 3 Rabinas in play, your opponent can't play it. It makes it so much more consistent. Then you go Rabina, you got 2 Strees, just so you have another bird in the deck, so you don't get dead off a, say, Rabina or a, it's mostly just Rabina or an adventure. You just have something to go into. Obviously, you're going to be running 2 M-Pens in there. I would never run 3. I think 2's the most you can get away with running at 1. But obviously this searches off this, and you can get any of your spells or traps with it, except for this, so you know. Riser is a good card. Riser, return one to hand, bring back, all that. This is a very generic list. But I thought it's interesting enough to show you. You've obviously got your Avian, your Omni. When a card or effect is activated, return this to hand, and then you negate the activation and destroy it. So it's just a lovely little Omni to have. You've also got 3 Shifter. Shifter just so good in this format at the moment. People will call you scummy for using it, but it's just such a good card in this format. You kind of need it. Ash is the only hand trap you're running in main. Don't really need another one. You can get away with running Imperm in main if you can make room for it. I couldn't, so I put it inside, as you can see down at the bottom. But for now, that is basically what you've got. You've then got 1 Token. He's a very situational card. You can get any of your stuff back if you need it, otherwise you don't really need him. You have 3 dualities. You're not special summoning. You like looking at cards. You get a free add, no consequences to you pretty much. Prosp, again, you got all this fodder for Prosp. There's a couple cards here that you might go into, like some of the Lyrillus cards, Zeus, and maybe Anima. You could also put Underworld Goddess in there for a target in for getting rid of a opponent's monster that's annoying you, but usually this will be enough. But this, yeah, you've got some just generic level 1s I put in there, like Goldratt. He's generic, he's not great. We've got Cypherame Overlord, Omega, sorry. You've got these. Super Poly's not in the deck, but you can quite easily put it in there. Excuse me. Next, your Terraforming, obviously to search your map. This, and this are all ways to search your map. M-Pen, Adventure, and Terraforming you can get map off of. You got Tactics. Tactics is a solid card. Lovely little card just to have. You've got Thrust, which you could obviously just set Featherstorm off of. You could set most of these cards off of it, but you're obviously going to go into Featherstorm with this. It's such a good card. You got Adventure. If you've bricked, you've got an M-Pen in hand, you've got an Adventure, you're like, okay, I can get a Rabina. It's just a nice little combo starter. You've got Unexplored Winds, obviously, at 1, because you're never going to be in a situation where you need more than 1 of these, and if it gets sent to the graveyard, you can go Stree, Token, get it back. So it's not the end of the world. You've got 2 maps, because of the amount of ways you can search this card. I don't think you need to run it more. You can put the extra one in the side, but you don't have to. Here, you have Harpy's Featherstorm. It's just people want this card banned, and honestly, I don't blame them. It's kind of insane card. Obviously, just negate any monster effect they activate. It's insane. If you control a wind-winged beast monster, which 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 5 of those in the deck, so you know. And you'll almost always get Endor and Eaglin at least, if not an M-Pen. So you're happy, and then this allows you to play in your opponent's turn no matter what. Basically, when my opponent was special summon monster, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Whoa, we need Dreaming Town. Scary sees the bad one. Sorry, my bad. This one allows you to play in your opponent's turn. Obviously, during the main phase, whenever they do anything, you go, this, okay, I can play. Map obviously allows you to play in your opponent's turn if they normal summon, but if they're playing against Flu and they know it, it could be a bit more difficult for them to actually normal summon, so you've obviously got this one just in case they choose not to normal summon. As I said, the extra deck's fairly generic. You've got Lyrillus cards can attack directly, then Zeus, that's your only real thing you're going to be doing. Maybe Relinquished, maybe you'll go into, literally just Relinquish, maybe SP if you want it, but I think it's pretty pointless. You've got 3 draws inside, because there are still decks it comes up against. Kashtira for 1, you get to draw them, they can't play. Who else is dead to draw in this format? I can't think right now, but Droll still can hit a couple things. You've got Ruler. Dark Ruler is such a good going second card. You draw into that, you're like, okay, cool, that I can now play. It's a good card. Feathers Duster, you can actually search it off this, but Feathers Duster is in the side for now, because I don't really have much room for it, so I've just put it there for now. Next you've got Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm again, a nice board breaker. Just start of the turn, you go, okay, get rid of monsters, get rid of things. It might force a negate. Evenly, again, board wipe, lovely little card to have, and then Imperm, because it's also a lovely card to have inside. The deck can be quite pricey, but that's purely because of this card here. I'm pretty sure it's only this card that is worth a lot of money in this deck. But if I were to take these out, it cuts the price so much. I don't know where the rest of the price is, but it's definitely mostly that card there. We're going to do some test hands with it, like I usually do. Test hands are always fun to do, so let's go into a test hand. This would be a brick, but this card. And then we send this away, which is a bit unfortunate, but then we can grab this. And then we activate map. We're going to go map effect. We're going to then reveal this guy, banish this guy. And this is how you kill Ash in this deck. You activate your bird on the field, then you activate the one here. Ash is dead. Imperm obviously still works, everything like that still works. And now we grab Stree. Yep. You always want to do this at the end of your turn. You don't want to do it at the start. You can obviously bait the Ash with it, but I would rather not. We're going to go Stree here to get an extra body on the field. We're going to try and not play into Nib in this one. So that's 3 summons. Then we grab our M-Pen. Then you go, okay, we're going to M-Pen. We're going to go 1, 2. No, not going to go 1, 2, because these are the ones that haven't activated their threat this turn. Then you're going to go M-Pen, Rabina. No, not Stree. Rabina. And then you want 1 bird in the graveyard at the end of your turn. The banishment at the end of your turn, because it will allow you to play on their turn very well. No, we will not normal summon a monster. You will set this card. Then, if you want to, you can do this. It really doesn't matter much, because... oh, awesome. Yeah, you could get some lovely things off that. Then you go set. When you go set, and then you go, okay, end phase. And then you go draw phase, you're going to go Featherstorm. Your opponent can't do anything. And then you're going to go map. If they normal summon, if they didn't normal summon, you'd obviously do this. We got trigger 1, trigger 2. This bot doesn't have Ash, it just never does. Because obviously you can see what type of thing they summon. But it gives us a really good way of showing you. We're going to do this. Nope. Grab Riser here. I'm going to go Stree. I'm going to go Stree effect. Banishing Featherstorm. Yes. And then we're going to go normal summon. We're going to go you. There we go. And then we're going to go Kabami. And then we're going to go Bam. Riser, postcards, yes. No. So no, it doesn't matter. Bam! Oh my god, he's comboing right now. What's comboing? We obviously we get Riser back. We're gonna then do this again. We could do normal summon with map, but I'm not going to this time. You may think I'm a bit silly for that. I am a bit silly for that, but it's okay. Next, I want to grab... What do I want to grab here? What's engrave? Oh, banishment, sorry. I get with another eagle in, I guess. We have Riser in hand, actually. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Grab M-Pen. Yes, we will. M-Pen's going to come out. We're going to go 1, 2. We don't need both those in the field anymore. Then what we're going to grab here is, we're going to go 1, we're going to go 2. Nope. And then we're going to grab, yeah, Unexplored Winds. No, we're not, because we just Stree and Stree would be dead. No. I'm going to activate this card. No. No. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Stree kind of fucks us here, but it's okay. No, it doesn't. Stree's fine. Stree is fine. Then we're going to do this. 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, lovely. Show me more cards. Oh, lovely. Then you go battle phase, and then I think you win. No, you don't. You don't quite win here. Mirror Force will go crazy. Mirror Force will go kind of crazy. And then, there you go. They get a turn. Let's see how they do. Yeah, we'll go Feather Storm draw phase. Not that they have anything. We could do an online game. But I don't want this video to be half an hour long. We'll just get the Zeus out just to show you how easy it is to do on this deck. You go bam. Oh, they die this turn. Never mind. What you would do is yes. Then you attack directly. Then you obviously the AI won't be able to do anything. You go okay. Bam. Zeus. No. It will keep asking you to activate Zeus. I could have set for this one, but oh well. There we go. And then we just go battle. Nope. Attack into the Ancient Jaffa game. And you win. The deck's very consistent. It stops your opponent doing anything. If you draw a shifter, you basically just win in this format. It's a lovely little deck. A lot of people will get mad at you for playing it at locals. I get pissed when I play it at locals. Sorry, I get people pissed off at me when I play it at locals. As you can see, I have the deck. I was debating doing this one in real life too, but I decided not to. However, this deck, this version of the deck, is actually different than the one on here, and I'll tell you the differences in here. Instead of prosperity in that one, in this one, I use Extrav because Extrav's a free draw too. Obviously, it can be different depending on where you are, and I also main Droplet in this deck in this deck list instead of Thrust because I don't own Thrust because it's an expensive card in the TCG. The extra deck is also slightly different, I'd like to say. I'll get it out in a sec and tell you. Oh yeah, so there's a funny little combo you can do in this extra deck. It's not good. It won't ever come up. But you have Embodiment of Crime and Embodiment of Punishment. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. These two cards, while they're both on the field, neither can be destroyed by battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage involving these monsters. And wait for it. They must attack one of them each turn if they are able to. Like, you cannot not attack them. So it's just a nice way for your opponent to deal a lot of damage to themselves. That's about it. If you like this deck, like the video. It's Flu, so a lot of people can be mad at me in the comments. So instead, we'll probably do Dynamorphia or Branded in the next video. But if you did enjoy, please smash that like button. Please share the video. Please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. My uploads won't get any more regular. Bye.